Around and around we go. Where do we go? Nobody knows, except I do. And today we will be talking about how to use SmartPit. First thing you need to ask is, what is SmartPit? SmartPit is basically a system used by convenience stores to allow you to pay for a bill in cash. It's similar to like a Western Union or Wise, but linked to the company. This option will only be available if the company that you're trying to pay has SmartPit as an option. If not, then you don't really need to worry about it. For me, because I use Sakura Mobile and I don't want to put my credit card on file, I use SmartPit. Now that you know what SmartPit is, how are you able to use SmartPit? Well, in certain convenience stores, they have this system called Loppi, Loppi. On this system, it almost looks like a red ATM. They have different options that you can choose from. And one of those options, you are able to pick SmartPit. And then it will print you off a receipt that has a barcode. With that barcode, you take it up to the front. The cashier will scan it. And then you're able to pay for it with cash. They'll give you a receipt and you're done. But there are other options on this Loppi. So I'll go into details on how to get to it. First thing we need to acknowledge is that Loppi is not at every convenience store. It's only at a few. And the three that I know that they're at is Lawson, not Lawson 100, but actual the store Lawson, the one in blue, Family Mart, and Mini Stop. So if you're at one of those three convenience stores, you'll be able to see the Loppi. Once you actually get to the Loppi, you are now at the home screen. All you have to do is touch it, and it should show a blue home screen. In that home screen, there's typically going to be three options. You should pick the one that is to the right. So the farthest right would be your option. Typically, it'll say something like kanji menu, and down below there, it will have like little icons. You should click on that, and it will give you another screen where you have to choose from even more. On that next screen, it will give you different options, and it should have like a little icon at the left side. Most likely for you to get to SmartPit, you're going to look at that menu and you're probably going to see an icon that's purple with the yen sign. You should be able to read it. And in katakana, it should possibly say Amazon or Sumotopit. And then you'll click on that one. And when you select that purple option, you'll then have more options to choose from. And one of those options is Smart Pit. Once you click on that, you're now in the Smart Pit login screen. First screen might ask you to up their terms and condition. If that's the case, you should press the circle, which is basically Marui, which is right, I understand. And from there, you're now able to get to putting in some numbers. So once you're at the screen, it's gonna say something like Smarto Pito Kado Bongo Kashite Kudasai. So basically it's saying please enter in your number. So what's gonna happen is your company is going to either email you, mail you, text you a smart pit number. That is your account, basically. And you need to enter that in so you can look at the invoice. Every company is going to give you your own unique code. So when you type in that code, it's only going to pull up Sakura Mobile. Let's say you have two bills that require SmartPit. You're going to need to type in that number, finish that, then go back through the whole screen process and then print off the other barcode. So the number that they show you, you should be able to enter, type it up. It's a touch screen. You should be good. Then once you're able to put in a number you said is correct, I think all the way down at the bottom, there's a circle that says Marui. You press enter. You go to the next screen. In that next screen, you're going to start seeing names of the company, the amount of money that you owe, and I think another number. This can be used if you're paying for more than one bill with the same company, so you can select multiple ones, or if you miss the payment, you'll be able to select the first one and the second one because the first one is going to be overdue and it's going to calculate the fees. Once you select it, it should turn blue. And once it turns blue, you should be able to look all the way down at the bottom on the Marui, like that little circle thing, and you should be able to click on that. And once you click on that, it'll print out your receipt. You have 30 minutes from when you print out that receipt to get it up to the front and to pay for it in cash. So when I go, you can ask the cashier to put it all together if you're going to pay for everything in cash. If you're going to use card for, let's say, the food, but you're going to use cash for your bill, then you could just say like separate, please. I think watsurete kudasai, something somewhere along those lines, or isho ni janai desu. And then they'll kind of be like, okay, I understand. And sometimes they might not ask it because they already assume it's going to be separate. But if you want it together, you could say isho ni o kudasai, somewhere along those lines. I think I also say something along the lines of isho ni wa daijoubu desu. And it might not be correct, but to me, I haven't had an issue there. Like, okay. And then they scan everything, and then I'm able to pay for it in cash. And congratulations! Once you get your receipt, you're done. You now know how to use SmartPit in Japan. Oh, yeah, around and around we go. Where did we go? We went and we talked about how to use SmartPit. Next episode is going to be a surprise. So I'll see you around.